Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Loukisha's story. I've been getting a question quite often, and I thought, you know what? Let's make a video and answer it. Save these little puppies from just having to type it out all the time. Because if you guys are following me on Loukisha's story on Facebook and or Google Plus, I know a lot of people don't even know what that is, but yes, I put it there too, just in case. You see that I post every Monday and Tuesday with the about my infusions called Rukinest Mondays and Thursdays. If you guys have not read any of those posts, please go and look on Loukisha's story on Facebook, and you will get to hear about some interesting things connected to my time infusing with a medicine that I do twice a week called Rukinest. On another video, I'll probably go a little bit more into that. There's just not enough I could say about this product or this company. I really, really like it a lot. But let's stick to what I said I was going to do. No bunny trails. Okay, so the question that I've been asked was, what are your triggers for HAE swells? Wow, that could turn out to a really long explanation, but I'm going to keep it very short, sweet, and to the point. I promise. So, everybody's triggers are different. You may share something in common with another person that has HAE, and you can share those together. And then sometimes you may have different ones that other people just scratch their head and go, oh, okay, well, I guess that's just your trigger, not mine. So, some of them that I can tell you that I deal with are if it gets too hot, if it gets too cold. We're talking about really intense, just kind of shifts in temperature. For me, the hottest that I can kind of handle and my body's okay with is 85 degrees. Any hotter than that, and I am going to be looking like I had like a little bit of, lip filler put in. Yeah. Or I'm just going to start looking all puffy and weird, and it's not cute. But that's what happens if I'm in temperature over 85 degrees. Also, barometric pressure changes. So it's sunny, and then it gets rainy, and then it goes sunny, and it gets rainy. And then you will see my face do the up and down, just going back and forth and swelling. Again, not fun. Another thing that could also trigger a swell for me is pain. I whack my foot. I drop something on my hand. Wow, makes me sound a little accident prone, but no, just normal things, walking through, baby toe catches that one piece of furniture like every time. Yes, that kind of stuff. It can cause a swell for me. It can be in the area that it's been hit or smashed or whacked or whatever, or it can then just show up here in my face. Also, if there's trauma, if there is, I have surgery. Surgery is a huge one for me. If I go in and I have a surgery, I have to make sure that I have adequate pain control. If I don't have that, I will swell. I will have the most nasty, heinous throat and tongue swells you have ever seen. And oh my gosh, I've had some that have terrified the people, the veterans in the ICU or in the ER. I've actually freaked them out. So I have to be very careful when I go in. If it's something that's scheduled, we have to really have a good treatment plan all laid out of everything that's going to be done, and really working very, very closely with my pain specialist. Another way that is a trigger for me is chronic pain. I one day will tell you one of the reasons why I have my giddy up or my wheelchair and I have a cane. And it is because of an accident that I had years ago. I'll have to share that story with you later. It's a really long one, and you won't believe that that actually happened, because it sounds like something that should happen in a movie, not in real life. But needless to say that with that, I have a really bad hip and knee. My hip hardly has any cartilage on it, and so it is like a hip of an 80-year-old. Not that I have anything against people who are 80. Love to grandparents that are that age and friends, but just saying it's not new like when a baby's born. It's kind of old hip. And so there's no cartilage. And also I have problems with my knee. And so I hardly have any cartilage in my knee. And because of all the constant swells that I've had in my face, I have had where my face gets very contorted and it pulls. And so my jaw has been kind of pulled out of place and stuff. And so because of that, those are constant things that are there now. And so I have a lot of pain. If it's going to be cold or rainy, my hip and knee will let you know before any weather forecaster on TV can tell you. And so with having that pain, it will cause me to have an HAE swell. So I try to stay on top of my pain as much as I possibly can. I try to make sure if it gets super, super cold, I have, the heater. I have warm clothing on. I have a heating blanket. It's dual side, so I don't melt my husband in the middle of the night because I've got it up to like 15 and he wants it at 2. So that has saved our marriage, y'all. A dual climate controlled heating blanket. The wonders of technology never cease. And so between those things, if it gets too hot, I have to make sure that I'm in air conditioning. Now that gets really super expensive, and it's like, feel like I could just use one of my firstborn to pay the bill. They don't do that now. Who knows, maybe in the future they will, but I think she'll object to that. But I just have to suck it up and pay the crazy, outrageous electric bills because I want to breathe and I want to live. And I think my family wants me to as well. And so that is a trigger for me. Now, I've named all these things. However, my body will just throw something in there just because. And that has happened on numerous occasions because I've taken care of everything that I know how to do. And my body likes to let me know you're not in control. And that's why it's called a rare disease. So those are just some of the things that are there. I don't know, maybe you guys have more. Please share them with me in the description box below. I would love to be able to hear and be able to share with others, maybe some triggers that I don't have, but maybe others do. And by sharing it, it could educate or encourage other people who have HAE. And so with that, see, I'm keeping it short. Hey. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. And thank you oh so much for coming and following, me on my channel here, also following me on my Facebook page as well. I greatly appreciate it. And so always remember, everybody has a story to tell. Don't be afraid to tell yours. And if you guys could, click like and subscribe. Yeah, I did it this time. My daughter said I didn't say the last one, but I did this one. Woo! So thanks so much, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.